All right, Gamecock Nation. It's that time again, man. Come on, show your man Gamecock Chuck some love by hitting that like and hitting that subscribe button. Also, there's a new thing to promote channels by something called hype. You can hype the video, whatever that is. I really ain't figured it all out yet, but I've noticed that you can hype certain videos or whichever videos you want. You can only do it 3 times a week. So consider hitting the hype button on one of these videos of mine or this video and push it out to the YouTube algorithm, help this channel grow. It's all appreciated so much. Let's go ahead and jump into this video, man. The AP poll came out yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Yeah, yesterday was Tuesday. All this football's got my days all mixed up, man. We had 5 days of football, so it's got my days all kind of mixed up. But the AP poll came out yesterday, and there's some, I guess some haters out there, man. Some haters. They don't think South Carolina deserves to be at number 10. Honestly, I don't either, but, that's not, for me to say. I think being like 11th or 12th would probably be the perfect spot for them. But the AP poll, they decided to put South Carolina at number 10, and so be it. You just have to deal with it, get over it, whatever. We still got a long season left, got 11 more games to go. So there's still a lot of football left to play, so there's no sense in getting all worked up, being out of shape over it. If you do, I don't know what to tell you. I can't help you there. But South Carolina got out of Atlanta with a 24-11 victory over Virginia Tech. And I know y'all say, well, Virginia Tech's just a lowly ACC opponent, a Power 4 opponent. You should have dominated them, should have beat them worse than that. But South Carolina always struggles in first games, so that's nothing new. And along the first games, seems like about almost every team struggles in first games, and when the season starts. So you kind of got to factor that in as well. But South Carolina did what they had to do. They got out of there with a victory. And, yeah, they played Virginia Tech, but the 2 teams that they jumped, Arizona State and Illinois, they didn't play no Power 4 opponent. So you kind of got to take that into consideration too, the strength of the game, who they played, their opponent. Now, is it any of them teams' fault? No, because the schedules are made years in advance. So you have to play who's on your schedule and just, hope for the best, I guess. Get a victory, take care of business, and let everything else take care of itself. And that's what South Carolina did, and that's what the other 2 teams did. But I guess the Virginia Tech win weighed more than the Illinois victory over whoever they played, and then the Arizona State game, whoever they played. I don't have it right here in front of me. I didn't really pay no attention because it wasn't one of these big-time games. It was on Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, so I didn't really pay a whole lot of attention to it. So I said all that to say, don't get all wrapped up in the polls, okay? Things change throughout the whole year. South Carolina might be 10th now. They may end up falling out of the top 25 by the end of the year. South Carolina's got a tough schedule, the back half of their schedule. The front half is winnable games. I'm not saying the back half South Carolina can't win any, but they are a little more challenging in the back half versus the front half. We got South Carolina State this weekend, Vandy the following weekend. Then we go on the road to Missouri, and then we got Kentucky at home before we go on a bye, and then we start the gauntlet of the back half of the schedule. So the first 5 games, pretty winnable. Second half of the schedule, the next 7 games, like I said, it's more challenging. Got LSU, got LSU on the road, got Texas. These ain't in order. LSU on the road, Texas A&M on the road. We play Oklahoma at home. We play Alabama at home. Play Coastal at home. Play Clemson at home. So the back half of the schedule. And we play Ole Miss on the road. So the back half of the schedule is a lot tougher than the front half of the schedule. So things are going to change. Will South Carolina win all of them? Probably not. I didn't predict South Carolina to go undefeated. I predicted them to go 9-3. So don't get too hyped, too wrapped up into these polls is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I know like I said earlier, I know South Carolina struggled against Virginia Tech in the beginning. The offensive line still hasn't improved. Still got to figure that out. But I think these first 5 games are going to help us with that. I think it's going to help us get that offensive line working cohesively together, or at least I'm hoping, I'm praying. We did some good things. Lenore's 12-19, 209 yards, a touchdown through the air, and a touchdown on the ground. He had 25 yards rushing. Nick Harbor, breakout game, 3 catches, 99 yards. He's on his way. Well, I guess you couldn't say that's a breakout game. He had 3 receptions, but 99 yards. But I predicted him to have about 700 to 800 yards this season. That's a good start right there. Almost 100 yards in game 1. So I'm expecting a huge year for Nick. Oscar did some good things. I think he had 60 yards on the ground. I don't have all my stats here in front of me, but I think he had about 60 yards or so on the ground. So he was our leading rusher. Faison, I think he had about 40, 45, somewhere around there. Like I said, I don't have the stats. But they did good. They had their moments when they shined. Once the offensive line was able to make a crease for them to get through, they had some good runs out there. Receiving core, we had 3 tight ends catch the ball. Michael Smith caught one. Maurice Brown caught one. And Brady Hunt caught one. So 3 tight ends got involved, made some catches. Had a big, huge punt return. Bakari Swain took it 80 yards to the house. First time we had a punt return since 2013. So South Carolina was able to do what they had to do to get out of there to win. And like I said earlier, that's probably what catapulted them above Arizona State and Illinois. So like I said, the AP poll come out. We got 11 more games to go. South Carolina's number 10. Make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Comment. Let me know your thoughts. And hey, if you're hating on it, deal with it.